Hi, I'm Neha. I'm a Year 13 student and I did the Brain Bee last year. I am currently applying to study medicine at university.
And what inspired your interest for neuroscience?
In Year 7, I went on a course in America about sensation and perception, and it ignited my interest in neuroscience, and I went on a more advanced course at the Johns Hopkins University a couple of years later, and since then I've been doing a lot of reading and courses, and the Brain Bee was just another thing that really interested me about neuroscience.
What do you want to find more about the brain?
As part of my preparation for the Brain Bee, I did learn quite a lot about the anatomy of the brain, all the different structures in it, and the functions of it. However, I would really like to investigate further the link between the structures of the brain and how they affect human behavior.
So, about the Brain Bee competition, how did you find out about it?
I found out about the Brain Bee competition from my school. The head of biology recommended that anyone who is passionate about neuroscience or medicine in general should attend it, and I saw it as a great opportunity to further my interests, so I just signed up online.
How has competing in the competition helped you?
I think more than anything, it's just opened me up even more to the world of possibilities that neuroscience offers. So I managed to learn a lot more in-depth information, and I got to compete, and also on a more practical sense it's been very useful to show that I have wider interests for applications to university.
What would you say was the hardest part about the competition?
About the competition itself, I did find the podium section a bit more challenging than the written test, just because it was a bit nerve-wracking. In terms of preparing, the topic that I personally found the hardest was learning about drugs and the effect that they have on the nervous system.
And what would you say was the best part about the competition?
For me personally, the best part by far was being able to interact with so many other people who are passionate about neuroscience and discuss common topics, because it's not every day that you get an opportunity to do something like that.
Why would you tell other children to compete in the Brain Bee?
I'd say if there's anyone who at the moment thinks they might be interested in neuroscience or medicine in general and just want to see what is out there in terms of specialties, to gain that extensive specialist knowledge, then I would definitely recommend them to do the Brain Bee. The medical society in my school is also being encouraged to do it for that reason.
And lastly, what advice would you give to someone who's interested in participating in the Brain Bee?
I think I would make sure that they kept in mind that when all of it comes to an end, even though the Brain Bee is a competition, I mostly did it for the fun of it, in terms of learning all the new information, like meeting other people who are like-minded. So try to enjoy it as much as possible and don't be too stressed out. In terms of learning the information for the Brain Bee, I'd say I found it easier to remember if I linked all the topics together. Rather than learning anatomy, physiology and pathology separately, it was much easier to link them.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.